Next tonight, a health watchdog says it has no powers to stop the former managing director of a private ambulance company who resigned after a drugs conviction from continuing to play a leading role in the parent group.
The Care Quality Commission has identified that Anita Human still had close links with the leadership of the ambulance firm. The company says it's since made changes.
Well, Mrs Human has previously admitted possessing more than 1,500 strong painkillers for her own use. Mike O'Sullivan reports.
Anita Human, the private ambulance company boss who quit before a drugs conviction but who remains in charge of the parent group. I spoke to a former worker at the ambulance firm from Stamford in Rutland who didn't want to be identified.
Her actions put the jobs of all the employees and the registrations of a lot of employees at risk. So she put the whole company at risk.
The private sector Human Touch Health Group is based at Bourne in Lincolnshire. One of its subsidiaries is Human Touch Ambulance Limited. It provides some NHS emergency services in the East Midlands and the east of England. Its fleet of vehicles is stationed at South Witham near Grantham. In October last year, Anita Human was fined £300 at Lincoln Crown Court after pleading guilty to possession of 1,600 tablets of the painkiller cocodamol, a Class B drug. She ordered them through the Human Touch ambulance firm from an NHS hospital for her own use. Anita Human resigned as the managing director of the Human Touch Ambulance Limited, but stayed on as the managing director of the Human Touch Group. The prosecution said if it had been any other member of staff, she would simply have been sacked. Now, a Care Quality Commission inspection carried out in January and published last month has found that the Human Touch Ambulance Limited's leadership was closely linked to that of the parent company. It says the CQC registered manager of the ambulance company was line managed by the managing director of Human Touch Health Group and not by a director of Human Touch Ambulance. This meant that lines of accountability weren't clear. The Care Quality Commission told me that the Human Touch Health Group wasn't regulated by them, although Human Touch Ambulance was. It said during its entire inspection process, it didn't see or interview Anita Human. Human Touch said Anita Human had no influence over operating policy at Human Touch Ambulance and that she'd only line-managed group-wide responsibilities. After the CQC inspection, that's now been changed for the starting date of a new registered manager. The CQC praised staff care at the ambulance company but didn't give an inspection rating. It's not legally obliged to do so. As a registered nurse, Anita Human now faces a hearing at the Nursing and Midwifery Council. Mike O'Sullivan, BBC East Midlands Today.